Hello, Liz here with another craft. It's Tuesday, August the 18th, 2020, in case you're watching this on a replay. My hair is just, I don't know, must be a bad hair day. So today we're going to use our 2021 12-month calendar farmers market calendar from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to make some hanging home decor with that. And if you like this project, please feel free to sprinkle the love, spread the love, do this so others can see it, and Facebook will keep my video going. And if you join us in the live, please post in the comments just a hi, hello, anything like that to let me know you're here. And if you're watching it on a replay, just type replay. So we're using the December autumn harvest homegrown pumpkins, apples, and hayrides. So this was with the red truck that's ever so popular. And oh, I got a thumbs up there. Thank you for that. And thank you for spreading the love and putting my videos on your pages. I appreciate it. And so we're going to take our matte Mod Podge and we're going to Mod Podge this sheet here onto our board. Now this is just a piece of pressed board that I had laying around. I got my husband to cut it for me. Hi Dave. That's my husband there. And so he was nice enough to cut this for me, and that's what's going to be our base for today. So I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and put it all over the board. Now, oh, that doesn't want to come off. The board is just slightly bigger than my calendar page, so I'm not going to get it on the very edge. I mean, you can if you want. It really doesn't make a difference. But I am going to get these pieces of Mod Podge off of my board. We are going to put ribbon around it. So actually you won't even see the board much at all. So how's everybody today on this fine Tuesday morning? Okay, I think this is good right here. So this is what we have. And I'm just going to lay my page over top of it. And I'm going to try to get it in the center so that it's the same from the top and the bottom and the sides. And then I'm just going to take my hand and rub it down. Now I do feel a bubble in there. I'm just going to try to get the bubble out. And no matter what, it's going to wrinkle a little bit, but that's okay. And then I see here we need more Mod Podge. And on this corner here. So we want to make sure we get our corners. I'm just putting it on the page itself. This corner did pretty good. Okay. So like I said, no matter what, you're going to get wrinkles in it. So I'm just going to heat this up a little bit, and then we're going to put Mod Podge all over it and heat it up again. I'm just going to dry it. And no matter how smooth you think you have it down, you're still going to have wrinkles. But that's okay. It just gives it some character. You know, like when we get older and we have wrinkles, we have character. If we have the wrinkles around our eyes, that means we laughed a lot. I know as being a woman that we don't really like wrinkles, but anyway. So I'm just going to put a layer of Mod Podge over top of my calendar page. And like I said, it's okay if you get outside of the calendar. We're going to put ribbon around it anyway, so it's not going to matter. So I'm just putting this on to seal it. You could use a spray sealer if you wanted to. I don't use them on my lives because it smells so bad and you want it in a good ventilation. I usually take it outside. Okay, so I have all this on here. Let me just show you. Here we have it, and then I'm going to dry it a little bit. Anybody doing anything special today? Going out shopping? Doing a craft? Okay, for the most part, it's dry. Yep, it's dry. So this is what we have. And then I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm using this leaf ribbon. It looks like it's burlap in the background and then these different color leaves. I got this from the Dollar Tree. There's 9 feet of it, and we're going to put it all around our calendar page. Just going to frame it up. And then I want to cut the edge. You know what, maybe I'll keep it, yeah, I'll keep it pointy. So I'll do it pointy on both ends. And maybe it'll look better when you put it together. So let's do this one that way. Yep, I gotta cut it a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I have it so the points are on the top and the bottom of the board. So I'm just going to put a line of glue, hot glue, on the edge of the calendar. And then I'm going to lay my ribbon on it. And then I'm just going to pat it down because I am using the high temperature hot glue and I don't want to burn myself. Okay, so we got that side, and then I'm going to do this other side. Let's see if we got this right. Yep. Again, I'm just taking the hot glue, going down the edge of the calendar page, all the way from one end to the other end. Okay, so you can see that. This is what we have. And then I'm going to take it and do the top and the bottom. And this just gives it a nice little clean edge in the corners. Makes it look a little more professional. You know, like they do the frames when you go to Hobby Lobby. Okay, I need to cut a little bit more of this off. Let's see what we got. Cut a little bit more of this one. Hopefully I didn't, yeah, there we go. So again, I'm just going to put a line of hot glue along the edge of my calendar page. Okay, I guess I waited too long to get this down, so I'm just going to heat my glue up underneath there. Instead of adding more glue, just going to heat this up and put it back on there. Oh no, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a bad idea because look, it shrank my ribbon. Now I have to get another piece. I sure didn't think that would happen. Okay, you don't want to do that. Didn't think about it. Okay, I'm going to heat it up without my ribbon being on there. And then I'm going to try to get this on here quickly. Yeah, that's just not working, so if it doesn't work, try something else. We'll get it. Just a matter of time. All right. We got it this time. So, this is what we have. See how that is on there? And on there. And we're going to do the same thing to the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put our glue on here. And maybe we'll just do halfway. Plus I need another glue stick. Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is what we have. Isn't that pretty? So it covered the most of the hole that's right here. And then we just went around the board, and it covered the edges of the board. So we're going to go ahead and make a beaded hanger for this. And I have my ruler here. I just want to see where the center is, just so I can get this a little. So this is about 11.5 inches. Let me get a pencil. So 11.5 would be like 5 3/4. And then I'm going to take, let's take 2 inches each way. So 4 3/4 and 3 3/4. And then we have 6 3/4 and then 7 3/4. So I'm going to put it right there and there. Well, yeah, that'll be good. So we actually found, or my husband did, found my stapler, heavy duty stapler, yay. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of, well, the holes in the beads are pretty big, so I won't have to do that. So I'm just going to start putting my beads on. So I have these beads here that came in a package of 3 different sizes from Hobby Lobby. These were the same beads that I used on the Happy Fall Y'all swag for my fireplace mantle. So we're just using what we have. Okay, there's a little bit of something right here. It's blocking the hole. So I'm just putting a dark one and a light one, a dark one and a light one. And I'm going to do an even amount of the beads. That way when you go to hang your beads, some of these have a glaze in the hole and you got to get that out. When you hang your hanger, then you hang it in between the beads instead of having a bead in the way. So I'm using 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, let's see. Yeah, I'll use 12 beads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a knot at the end here, not the very end, but towards, like right here. Make it, do it one more time over top of it so it's a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to slide my beads down to it. And then I'm going to cut this and do the same thing to the other side. So, and I'm just using this jute from the Dollar Tree. So again, I'm going to tie a couple knots, one on top of each other at the end of where the bead stops. Because there are big holes in the bead. If you just do one, your beads are still going to slide off. So you want to do a couple on top of each other. Okay, so this is what we have. One there, and one. This one I'm going to have This one I'm going to have to put another one on there. Looks like it wants to slide through. So I'm just going to tie another knot there. And then what I'm going to do is go down a bit and then tie a couple other knots. And this, I'll staple in between the knots. Now, if you don't have a stapler, what you can do is hot glue this onto your board, and then I just take a piece of material, cut a little piece, and hot glue it on top of it. That way it just gives it some extra security. So again, I'm just doing 2 knots, one on top of the other. And then I'll show it to you. So we have a knot here, and a knot here, and here, and here. Now I'm just going to staple in between my knots. And I'm putting it so the staple is on, the ends are on either side. Well, I thought I was, but no, I didn't get it. So let me stand up. There, I got it that time. I haven't used this in forever. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut off the ends. And I think I will go ahead and glue this down too, just to give it some extra security. Okay, so if you can see that, I stapled it and glued it. So we're going to wait for this to dry for a second or two. Before we turn it over, and then we're going to make a bow for it. So I just had a little piece of the truck ribbon left. It was some wider ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half and then dovetailed the ends. So I just have these 2 little pieces, and I thought that would make a cute little bow. So I also have some raffia here, and then I'm just going to take it and wrap it around my fingers. So I have the end, well, I don't, the end right there, and then I'm just wrapping it around my fingers, just like this. Okay, so just like this, and take it off, and I'm going to hold it in the center. And then I have this little piece, where is it? Oh, this little piece of jute left over, and then I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to put the ends through my loop, and then I'm going to tie it off. So I'm going to do a double knot. So do the first knot and do it real tight, and then do the second knot. And then trim the ends off. So we're going to save this from our other jute. We might be able to use that. And then I'm going to glue this right on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim it up first. So I'm just going to cut the edges. Now you can cut the loops if you want. I just cut the edges. I'm going to cut this side a little bit more because it was a little bit bigger. So this is what we have. And we're going to glue that right onto our little truck bow, right in the center. Now you could leave it like this if you want. However, I do have a little sunflower that I thought would be cute on it. So I'm going to put this little sunflower on it. And these are the bigger sunflowers that come from Dollar Tree. I think there's 6 or 9 in a package. and I just cut it off, and now I'm just gluing it to the center, and here's our little bow. What do you guys think? Isn't this cute? So I'm just spreading out my ribbon a little bit, and then I'm going to turn this over. My glue is dry. Well, that's not even, is it? Oh my goodness. Well, that is way not in the center. How did I do that one? Okay, why didn't I see that? Alright, so I'm going to have to fix this, because that's definitely going to mess with me. So I need to get, let me see, a screwdriver. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to heat this glue up. And then I think I'm going to have to get one of my tools here. It's one of my jewelry tools. And I'm going to pull the staple out, and then I'm going to move this. So, I can't believe I did that. I even used a ruler. Jeez, Liz. Okay, so what is that? 3 3¾ So let's do 3 3/4 would be about here. Oh, this mark. Oh, well, why'd I do it over there? I totally missed my mark. I had it right. Oh my goodness, let me look at it first. Yes, that looks good. I'm going to put some glue on it. How did I do that? Just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Yeah, don't do what I do. You know what they say? Say as I do, not as I... Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, do that. So we're just going to wait for a couple minutes for this to dry. And then actually, look at this. I'm using up almost all of my ribbon here. Only have a little piece left. Just throw that away. And look, this is the piece I melted, but I could use a part of it. So I'm just going to cut the ends off that melted. And then I could use the rest of that. Okay, well, it's not totally dry, but anyway, you get the gist of it. And there it is. And now we're going to put our bow on. So, should we put it there or there? I was thinking right here. What do you guys think? Is that good right there? Okay, so I'm going to put it right there. Let's lay this down. And then I'm going to hot glue this in the corner. And then actually I got this upside down. So let's turn this around. We want our truck wheels to be on the bottom. So this is just a simple little project. Not hard to do if you go with your markings and put your stuff where it needs to go. Very simple if you have the farmer's market calendar. So there we have it, ready to hang on your wall. So like I said, if you guys like this project, feel free to do this. And if you make one, please feel free to post a picture and on Liz's craft page. I would appreciate it, and I'd like to see what you come up with. Maybe you use a different color ribbon, or you do a different type of bow, or a different hanger, whatever. I'd like to see your ideas. So I will take a picture of this and post it on Liz's craft page. And I did want to show you guys something to see what you think of this. Now I have these flowers that I made from the upholstery book that I got for free from the upholstery store. And these are simple to make. It does take a little bit of time. This is a like I don't know, an orangey with a green. This one's a light blue with cream, and then this one is reds and pinks and greens and all that. And then I wrapped it in jute, and they have button centers. So if you would like to do something like this, please let me know. I will post a picture of these on Facebook and ask to see if anybody wants to make these. And that could be an upcoming project. So I need to figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow. But until then, keep crafting. Bye.